Hey guys, so I'm excited to get on today because did you guys know that if you are not getting on a career jungle gym, you are missing out on a lot of growth and a lot of money. So for those of you guys that don't know me, I'm Jen Newland. I'm a women's business and career strategist. And what I do is I help women earn more money. And I know that we say money's not everything, but when it comes to your career, guys, we want to make sure that we're earning what we are worth earning, and we want to make sure that we are also finding happiness in that. And so many of us are wasting our time staying at the same company. So let's talk about the Jungle Gym. These myths that are centered around the Jungle Gym. So the Jungle Gym theory first came out with Sheryl Sandberg from her book Lean In that came out about 3 years ago, and she basically said our entire, our parents' generation and even leading into Generation Xers like myself, we are taught that you join a company and you stay there for a long period of time until you get promoted, and then you eventually retire. And there's still stigma around having like congratulations when you've been at a company for 10, 20, 30 years even. And all of that has changed. Since the millennials came into the workforce, that has all changed. So 45% of millennials do not anticipate, nor will they stay at a career for more than 2 years. Within 2 years, they are out, 45%. And I really believe that that number is going up higher and higher every day. And millennials are onto something, because these days with technology that we have available, we do not need to go to an office every day and work at the same job every day. There is so much autonomy available to us, and millennials understand that, and they're not going to stay at an organization that doesn't keep them moving. So myth number one, I have three myths, and then I have some tips for you guys. Myth number one is if you do a good job at your current company, you'll get promoted. So everyone tells you just go to your job, get your foot in the door, be great at what you do, and eventually you will get promoted. And if you jump ship and go to another company, you have to start all over again. But that's not true at all, you guys. Internal promotion rates average per companies at about 10%. So only 10% of people within the companies are actually getting promoted. And if you consider what that promotion actually is, it might just be a very small promotion. And for some people, it might be a big promotion, but it's very few of us. So most of us are not going to get that promotion that we're looking to get. You guys have, once you get your foot in the door, so to say, for a company, say you start in with a company, a corporation that you're working somewhat entry level, maybe you're in sales or you're working frontline, which would also be considered somewhat entry level. As soon as you start taking that job, even if you're great at it, you are producing a stigma on yourself that this is your box and this is what you do. And HR and the executives, they will always see you for doing that. And the longer that you do that role is not going to give you more longevity or more ability to get into a higher role, because the longer you stay, the more so your brand is solidified. Like if you come in as an administrative assistant, people cannot get past seeing you in that role because it's what you've done, it's what you're great at, and really they don't want to promote you because you're great at that role, and if they promote you then they have to find somebody else for that role. Don't think, guys, that is a huge myth. Do not think that if you can just get your foot in the door at a lower level that you can eventually promote yourself up. That's staying on the ladder and you're wasting your time. So myth number two is if you have a lot of job hops, so if you bounce around from company to company, then you won't be taken serious, or HR it'll red flag your resume. That is a very archaic way of thinking now. That also went away when millennials came on. The millennials were a complete game changer for the workforce. Millennials combined with technology. Basically, your goal is to take a job and stay there 1 to 2 years. And what you want to do is you want to gather as much knowledge as you can in that role and maximize yourself in that career, and take those skills, guys, and you want to jump onto the Jungle Gym and get at a new company. So you're here, and every time you jump a little bit higher, and then you jump here, and then you jump here, and then you jump here. You've got to keep jumping. Staying on the ladder, thinking that you're going to get promoted when this person that's in front of you either gets promoted or leaves, you could wait years. So studies show from a Harvard Business Review, studies show that if you take employee A and they're at company A, and then employee B is at the same company, and let's say they both get promoted every year, except this employee A, this employee gets promoted every year within the same company, so they're on the ladder. This employee is also getting job promotions every year, but their promotions are on a jungle gym, so they're going to different companies. Employee B will end up averaging 20% increase in salary every year with their jumps, 20%. Whereas employee A, if you get promoted within, you will average 5% increase. So after 5 years of promotions, this employee has achieved on average a 25% income increase. And this employee has doubled their income. They've achieved 100% income increase. So it's 5 years. And to me, like that right there, not that money is everything, but if you look at how they're getting promoted, this person must really be taking much bigger jumps than this employee. So consider yourself, if you want to stay at your company between now and the next 5 years, you will probably be making about 20% more of what you're making right now. So and then if you minus out inflation and you might have some kids by then and insurance, I mean, you are spinning your wheels. Like you're getting nowhere with it. So you guys have to jump. You have to jump companies. So myth, also to go with that, guys, when HR looks at your resumes now, if you have a lot of job, you've been at different jobs for at least 2 years, if you're leaving every 6 months, that doesn't look that great. That might raise some questions. But if you're staying at jobs for on average 2 years, that looks really good. A lot of HR recruiters are also millennials, and they get it. Now, if you have an HR recruiter that is somebody that is maybe from an older generation, they might question it, but all you have to do is explain it and explain it well. It's about being proactive. You talk to them about how you are a learner, you appreciate learning, that you like to stay busy, you're a go-getter. It shows that you're very proactive and that you seek out new opportunities, and you brand it as, I love learning new things. I love getting out there. I love meeting new people, and I am somebody that's a self-starter, and I'm somebody that's not okay with being bored. Like I thrive on these things. So it really makes you look positive in the eyes of recruiters. It's all on how you market yourself. And then the third myth that I have, the last one, is that people think I have to know the right people to get certain jobs. So that's also an old way of thinking. It's the old way of thinking, like it's who you know. Total game changer, guys. It's not who you know anymore. Because you know what? Social media happened. It's not who you know. When people that know you and that worked with you, have networked with you, they are not necessarily the people that are going to get you these jobs. They also have a stigma, and they look at you as what you are right now. So if they know you to be an entry-level position at an organization, they're going to still think of you as that entry-level position. I'm not saying that you can't get promoted by people that you know. It's definitely possible, but it's not how you're going to excel on the fast lane. Social media has changed the entire game. It's all about how you brand yourself. How active are you on LinkedIn? How you could be at the most entry levels within an organization. So I think of, well, let's just say you're super entry, but you could have a LinkedIn profile where you are posting blogs, you're writing articles, you are sharing articles that are interesting and putting comments on what you think. You're connecting with people that you admire and people that are writing books and that are very public. You're also connecting your LinkedIn with your Facebook, your social media. Maybe you have a Facebook business page. Maybe you just have a business like page that just shows you and what your career genre is. So there's different ways that you guys can market yourself. And I've done a whole social media marketing training as well. So I won't go into it too much. So hopefully you guys can watch that one. But it's not who you know anymore. It's how you market yourself. And it doesn't matter if you have your own business or not. You better be marketing yourself the right way, and you better be using social media to do that, because that is where you're going to create a persona around yourself so that people don't see you as that entry-level position. They see you as whatever you create online, and you can create whatever you want. Please do me this one thing and apply for 10 jobs today. 10 jobs. If you guys can do that. Can you guys do that? It's so easy to apply for jobs now. Once your resume is good to go, it's just clicks of a button. And for every 10 jobs you apply for, you'll most likely get one call back. Even if you have no intention of taking a new job, just apply and just meet somebody new and interview and get yourself out there. it projects a good visualization for things to happen for you. So you should be applying for jobs every 4 to 6 months, even if you're extremely happy in your current job, every 4 to 6 months, which is crazy, but I definitely see the truth in that. So that's it, guys. Get on the jungle gym. Stop staring at the ladder. You got someone's ass in front of you, and if you want to get anywhere, you got to get off the ladder. It's boring and stagnant, and nothing good happens on the ladder. So know your worth, and let me know if you guys want to sign up for any more of our free training that we're doing. It's every Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.